Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, none of that. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. Hardman on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball again on second down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Jets at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to the ground with Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hall again on second down. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But really not much secret there, 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Elliott. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ezekiel Elliott, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 29, Rodgers going to look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd and 12, Allen finding Knox there, complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Wilson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
43.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where did you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, right back to Hall.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now it's it's Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. They bring the pressure, but this is a booming kick. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One final try here for Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Allen again.
He's got Elliott.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Throwing is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big play that time by the Jets. 53 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the